we want we wanted to make sense. So, all right. So what we're gonna do here, let me set this off to the side just in case. We're gonna talk about reading. We're gonna talk
Okay.
about reading today. Um, wow. Where do I begin? So now we've got this general understanding of what each card represents. You got your cheat sheets. Do not feel like you cannot use your cheat sheets for quite a while until right now. I'm looking at Tracy's what she is hanging. I can't think, guys. I'm out of it.
Or
In the
tapestry.
back, yes, and that is actually a background I've used that's on Canva too. It's one of my favorites, so I just happened to notice that. Anyway, hopefully most of y'all have some the tarot decks, and I think Angela's not in here. Hakeem, I have to look back through the our text messages because it got lost in text message. Um,
Okay.
anyway, and then I'll get that to you. So now this is all about taking those. It's just like learning a language, right? You learn what each word means, and then as you become proficient in the language, you begin to read it in context. I, at the beginning of this whole thing, told y'all I am not a tarotist. Tarotist, and there's plenty of books out there where you can learn all like the Celtic cross spreads and all of this, that, and the third. Feel free to do so. And if we really want to practice doing that, we can definitely do that as well. And I might maybe do a couple quick videos on Celtic cross and such. I tend not to use them that often, if at all. First of all, I can rarely remember what the heck each one is in each spot. But I didn't learn to read tarot that way. It was just too cumbersome for me. I just simply started doing my own spreads, or simple spreads that I saw other people do. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to change. It's going to be a little different than the typical tarot read. Some of y'all might remember old school. Lisa used to do it this way all the time before she got all her crazy everything else. And please don't mind my crystal and sage mess over here, just my crystal ball. So those of us that have decks, please take your decks out and let's just start playing with them a little bit and getting used to the feel of them. If you have not already, I'm realizing I'm doing this and I'm not even showing you. Okay. To shuffle the deck, if this is too elementary for those of you guys, some of y'all, I apologize. To shuffle the deck and keep them upright, okay, it is just splitting them while they're upright. And then we're going to shuffle one this way. Basically, you shuffle it so that both of the tops are facing the same way. All right. I used to do the whole shuffle, like those of you that shuffle playing cards. Will you know that typically when you do this and then it's like this. I stopped that because it's like not nice to the tarot deck. So just kind of put it back together again. Some people, I've seen some tarologists that are just like, I can't believe people even bend it at all. And, they're really like, just let it kind of go together. And I'm like, listen, if I wait for gravity to take a hold, we're never going to do a reading because I'm going to be waiting for a long time. So I still do that shuffle, but then I put them together. I will still even do like the mix this way. And most of the times when I'm shuffling the deck, you'll see me anyway. I grab it and just I literally, that's all I want y'all to do for right now. Just play the cards. Just play with them. I love. Okay. Ooh. Uh. Okay. I'm not going to say who this is for, and if it resonates with you, then. Oh, Melissa.
Oh.
I have to bring Elizabeth over here too. Y'all, I love my owls. Okay. If this resonates with anybody, let's just start this with the 5-card reading. This is the first, like, quote unquote, spread that I learned was a 5-card spread. Real simple. First card, and you guys have seen me do this on my channel for forever. First card in a general reading is the energy that's coming towards you. Second card is the energy that you are bringing to the table right now for whatever time period or just the energy you're in right now. Third card, it represents the energy that could potentially be an obstacle. If anybody wants me to slow down, I will. Please tell me so. Fourth card is the energy that's going to help you overcome the obstacle. Fifth card is the outcome or advice.
So the first card you said is what again? I'm sorry.
The energy coming towards you.
Okay. And then the second card, I got the other three.
Yep. The second card is the energy you're bringing to the table right now, or the energy that you're in at the moment.
Okay. Thank you, Mother.
Mm-hmm. So, and the only reason I just started this is because the cards or your spirit will tell you when to stop shuffling. Let me take a huge step back. The cards, we'll say the cards for right now, but it's, spirit will tell you when to stop shuffling. Some people solely take from the top of the deck. Lay it out. Cool beans. I don't care. Some people like myself, when a card, because this 3 of Swords fell out, and I just knew at that moment, oh, we got a reading coming here. We have a story that's being told. I will then begin to pull. Sometimes there's other cards, if you may or may not have noticed while I was doing this, other cards started kind of jumping out to the side. That's how I knew what to pull. As you work with your cards more, it'll begin to happen just that way. You could either pull them off the top. You could do the way I do it and kind of boom, 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 and then it begins to still pop out, and I'll still continue to do some readings while we're doing this today and kind of talk you through what I'm doing while I'm doing it. I have seen there is one tarot, and she's a very large tarot reader right now, and that woman pulls every card from the bottom of the deck, and she's the only person I've ever seen do that, and there's very few times I follow rules, but that one is just, that gets me every rep. Because bottom of the deck is usually overall energies. So for this particular reading, the overall energy is the Knight of Pentacles. Be careful, take methodical steps, think every next move through. Carefully listen to what's being said to you. So whoever this resonates with in this room, again, in fact, please don't tell. But if it resonates, just stick with it. If it don't resonate, if the shoe don't fit, don't put it on. Carefully listen and vet out and analyze people's moves or a particular person's moves, what they're saying, how they're saying it, body language, move carefully, it moves stealthily, in a stealth manner. Three of Swords energy is coming towards you. So there is still, or going to really, this is just the beginning, unfortunately, of some disappointments and some could potentially be a division, or, you know, getting out of a relationship or a situation. Five of Swords, there will be also much more. There's going to be some more discussion, disruption, arguing. You and this other individual or individuals are not going to agree on how things are going to be going down. It's going to be contentious. With this King of Cups energy, could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Someone with this King of Cups energy, I also feel that this person is rather manipulative, emotionally, and really all about themselves emotionally. But that King of Cups also tells me that this is going to be a time that you come into the moments where you're standing your ground. Two of Pentacles, the energy you're bringing to the table is you're seeking to have balance in every area of your life, monetarily and emotionally. Queen of Pentacles, this is definitely you energy. This is the energy of manifestation for the long haul. This is not a short term or short play. This is a long play. So that's why I believe that King of Pentacles being the overall energy of this is going to take some serious planning, but you are seeking and do understand that brighter days are ahead. That Sun card, as my beloved friend Secret Tarot says, is the most powerful card in the deck. Like that there will be resolution. And that's the frequency that you have to hold on to, and the belief you have to hold on to is that there are brighter days coming at the end of all of this. Nine of Wands, it can be difficult here, this energy and trying to, that can be difficult to overcome is biding time and allowing things to play out. Watering the one plant that's beginning to manifest, but defending your position in a sense, and defending the one thing that is already coming manifest, and resting in the knowledge that things are going to get better. With the Four of Cups, being concerned that you're overthinking the process, and being concerned that the Wheel of Fortune, that you are not going to win in the end. However, this Eight of Wands is going to assist you. In other words, communication. Can you give me some clarification on this? Communication and forward movement throughout this process, little steps, right? Page of Pentacles, new way of earning or acquiring wealth. Your new friends. Friends are going to be very important in this process. People that are not family members are going to be helping you through this more so than family members. But this is you're changing and cultivating a new way of being self-sufficient. Okay? New. King of Swords also as another clarification. It is time for you to live your truth. It is time for you to stand in your truth. It is time for you to cut people out that are not fulfilling you and feeding you. It is time for you to stand in your power. Cutting people out doesn't always necessarily mean you never talk to them again, but it's time to put the block up and stop the chitter chatter that keeps coming into your mind. All of this, you need to like shields up, okay? Well, we're not trying to hear this. It's not really getting into our spirit. It's not getting into our soul. It's not getting in. It's not taking root. stand in your truth and speak your truth. Carefully, methodically, strategically. Outcome or advice, brand new start, Ace of Pentacles. That is a absolutely wonderful brand new start. Outcome or advice. The outcome is everything gets made brand new. The outcome is after you come through this time period, everything is brand new. There are going to be decisions that maybe not everybody is going to understand, but trust and believe that every decision that you are led to make is going to be for your highest good. They're all fruitful. Seven of Cups, you're going to begin to have a lot of very good options and choices. And the Star card, you got to give it up, right? Be led by your spirit, but the wish fulfillment does come in. By this also being Aquarius energy, okay, so this can represent Aquarius as well, doesn't have to. But by this being Aquarian energy, that also tells me that what is for your greatest good and what the outcome is here will be for the greatest good of your collective as well. Now, shall we analyze these, or shall I pull some more cards?
Pull more cards.
Okay. Here we go. I'm going to start pulling some cards, and then I want you guys. We're going to still do a general reading here. Okay? 5 cards, still a general reading. So Melissa, this is for you. Here you go. Since you said pull more cards, there we go. We have Temperance. World. This one I'm drawn to it.
Mm-hmm.
8 of Wands. Eight of Cups.
Is this for me or Jackie? I'm confused.
It's for you, Miss Melissa.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Did Jackie want a reading?
I was the one that said pull up more cards.
You said pull
my
more
bad.
cards.
I thought that was you, Melissa, but it's for you.
I'm like, oh wait, I'm lost.
Well, this is for Melissa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lost.
I'm looking at it. I'm like that damn Sagittarius, man. That's the story of my life. What's coming out? I'm so sick of her. She needs to go find someplace. Go find something to do. Damn it.
That is so crazy. It's like the sibling gets blamed for what happened. Okay. I wasn't looking to see who's talking. Okay, here we go, guys. We're going to do joint reading here. Temperance. This is energy coming towards Melissa. What do we think? What stands out first to us?
Sagittarius energy. So combining the energies and being in almost like both worlds. So you're trying to combine both realms, trying to combine energies, trying to live in both realms at the same time.
Very good.
In a higher philosophy, though, at the same time.
You get an A.
I like that. Very good.
Thank you. I'm an overachiever.
Oh, who's that overachiever?
Yeah, me, Elizabeth. Oh, Lisa, can I ask a quick question?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you clarify with a different deck, or can you use the same deck? I mean, is that okay, or is it just a preference?
You could definitely clarify with a different deck.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
However you're feeling, however you're led. Anybody else have anything on that Temperance card, energy coming towards her before I clarify that?
It could also mean that, she's in a state of understanding divine timing in her situation right now, kind of pacing herself.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Knight of Pentacles. How would y'all interpret that as a clarifying card for Temperance? And maybe I'll pull one more here. Let's get a full. I usually do 2 clarifiers. If I need more, I do more. 9 of Pentacles and 5 of Pentacles. Doesn't have to be upright energy either.
Definitely a time to be grounded, find some grounding activities. Those pentacles, you know,
Mm-hmm.
are really asking for some stability.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And possibly feeling a lack of mentality. So if they would ground themselves, they would see that there's enough to go around. So there's enough for everyone. So there's enough fruit on the tree, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's enough to go around. So ground yourself and you'll realize that there's enough for everyone. You're worth it.
Right, and that through this temperance energy, this alchemic energy, you are creating more than enough. Right? That as you're grounding yourself and you bring yourself out of it, right? You're creating this you are literally creating more than enough.
Exactly.
Yeah. I like that. The World card is energy she's bringing to the table. Did we have anything on that before I clarify it? And maybe I don't need to clarify it. Let's just see what we get from that World energy, what she's bringing right now.
I'm just feeling a Taurus energy for some reason. Earthier, like grounding energy. Doesn't it have the 4 zodiac signs on that card? I can't remember them all.
Let me see.
Is that the card that has the 4 zodiac signs on it?
It does in the Rider-Waite deck.
Yeah, I think
Which
it
4
does.
what are the 4? See, that's why this one is not.
I think on the Rider-Waite deck it has like Aquarius, Taurus.
So the fixed Scorpio.
Yeah, they're all the fixed
Leo.
cardinal. Yeah, I just can't remember the specific
Oh yeah,
signs.
there we go. That would be the lion. Okay, got it. Okay. Ending. She's allowing things to. She's becoming more fixed in her energy and becoming more grounded. Could be a Taurus. Could be that she's allowing things to come into finally letting some things end, and then the decisions we're making. I just went started. Okay, 2 of Swords and King of Swords. What do we have on the clarification?
Thinking too much in the headspace. Needing to, you know what I mean? Like you think too much in the head and you're really all up here. And when you really ground, because I do it. And when you ground, you bring it down a notch and you can look at a broader perspective of things. So the sword, what I think of when you ground is those swords in that card slowly uncross and things become open a little bit more. That's how I think of it. And so you're not thinking more from that headspace, you're thinking more from that 4th chakra, that heart chakra space, in an intuitive space.
And if this is energy she's bringing towards her, or she's in right now, I would say she's coming out of this cycle of overthinking and into a cycle of this Aquarian, like, I have a set plan. This is the direction I'm going and getting and living in her truth.
Yes.
Yeah.
I could almost see it as that World card as like she's feeling very empowered too, like very strong, but maybe it's a new feeling. So that 2 of Swords is signifying a little bit of unbelief in it, but the King of Swords is really encouraging her to speak the truth, like bypass the human feeling and like jump to this higher level of communicating about it that's more confident and pretty articulate and concise in whatever she's feeling.
Yeah,
I get it. Bypass your ego. bypass your ego.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I like that.
Melissa, how are we doing?
Very good. You know, I always I always feel like the Queen of Swords, honestly. But at this point, I mean, I'll just say this. It's 50,000 or nothing. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear what anybody has to say unless they got 50,000. That's it. That's it.
All right. So now the energy that might be a bit of an obstacle for her to move past. This 8 of Wands. I'm going to throw some clarifications on this one for sure. 3 of Swords and Page of Wands. And I also want us to read it in context, because understanding that the card after it, that what's going to help her get past this energy or overcome it, is the 8 of Cups. So if we're looking at this, what we've got going here that could be being an obstacle or presenting an obstacle towards her outcome, what do we think about this? Could be that pain from the past is keeping her from moving forward, or seeing that there's a positive move
Right.
forward. Mm-hmm.
If-
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If she would just follow her spiritual quest, her spiritual heart. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it would, and work with herself, work through that pain
Mm-hmm.
instead of trying to push up against it like we all try to. Yeah, gotta work through it and
Mm-hmm.
feel it and let it go.
Mm-hmm. And this Page of Wands could be a fire sign, right? That's fire energy.
Mm-hmm.
Leo, whatever. God dang
Yeah.
it. Why Aries and I don't know why the hell.
Aries, Leo,
Sagittarius.
Saggy.
Now, that matches back up with the Saggy over here. So there could be a Saggy that is involved that seems to be have caused issues in the past, and maybe we're not quite past that, or they keep coming back for more. But this Page of Wands also to me is perhaps only taking baby steps towards releasing this before. And like you were saying, it's time to, it's time, you got to do things differently if you want this different outcome. Right? Because I'm reading this in context now. You got to do something, 8 of Cups, you got to walk away from what is not serving you, doing things the old way that you did it. And you've been able to start doing that because you're letting these chapters close. You're willing to let the chapters close. I'm taking over. I'm going to shut up. Okay? You're making those decisions. But the concept of potentially being able to successfully move forward seems to be an obstacle without the heartache. That every time I take one step forward, I end up getting hurt.
I usually think of page energy as being kind of immature, kind of like teenage energy, or not in a bad way immature, but just kind of a little unfocused or a little not having as much experience. So, maybe the situation, it's either dealing with an immature person or immaturely using coping skills that aren't quite up to the speed of the problem.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So the energy that's helping us to overcome this is doing things differently, right? Leaving those things behind that are not no longer serving us. And then to clarify, I've got the 7 of Wands and the Emperor. Ooh, a lot of fire. We got a lot of fire. What do we think about this? This is the quietest y'all ever been.
I have a question.
Ma'am.
I have a quick question on the fourth row down with the Eight of Cups, and is that the Seven of Wands?
Yes, Seven of Wands
Okay,
and the Emperor.
and the Emperor. Is that telling her to like really prepare for her spiritual path and spiritual quest because she's wiser than she thinks?
Well, I like that interpretation.
Like subconsciously, she's stronger and wiser than she looks. And she's been preparing for this. Her 5D self's coming in to say, hey, you're ready, you're prepared, we're waiting for you. We're moving in really, really fast. Let's snap our fingers, let's get this done. That's what's coming to me intuitively right now, because the Eight of Wands and the Page of Wands to me is coming in as new energy, as the obstacle, and she's not accepting it. That's what's coming to me.
That's some tea.
And I don't mean to say that.
No, I know.
It just comes like that. And the Eight of Cups with that Seven of Wands, I see that as someone really preparing and just saying, you know what, I'm ready, I'm prepared. That Wisdom card, that Aries energy, that's a new energy too, but they're wise. They know what's up. They know. So yeah.
I can open up a little more about that too afterwards.
Okay.
If that helps.
That was some tea. Y'all know I like to get the teas. Okay. All right. I like that. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. Let me give a couple clarifying cards. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. And the Strength card. Girl, if you had any more fire energy in this reading. Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the Strength card for the outcome or advice. I think, Elizabeth, you should bring this home because this really is going, not that anybody else's interpretation is wrong. But what do you see, Elizabeth?
I'm sorry, I am a blunt person. I don't know how to sugarcoat
Go ahead.
anything.
Go ahead. Be blunt.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay. What I'm seeing is generally someone that's using a past heartache as an excuse to not move forward in their spiritual path that they're ready for. It's something with your heart chakra that you're dealing with, and only you know. So, that's something you and your spiritual team are coming in really strong with me right now. So I'm going to try to keep my voice strong. But yeah, they're saying, you know what, it's time to go to work. It's time. We're all being called. We are all being called to duty. So put your boots on, put your fatigues on, get ready. We're being called to action. So make the time. No matter what phone I use, I'm being called at 4:00 in the morning to meditate, to ground, to clear my aura, to read whatever book it is spiritually, to get ready for whatever it is, my spiritual purpose. So they're telling me it's time to get on that spiritual path. So whatever it is that you have to clear from the past to get ready for that spiritually in that light body, it's time to do it. Your 5D self is saying, girl, come on now. Come on. I'm ready. And that Seven of Pentacles is really saying, look at how far you've come. Really stop, pause, reflect, say, wow, look at me now. It's 2021. Look where I've come. Look where I'm at now. And yeah, it's going to take some time, but let's love myself. Let's love where I'm at right now. And with that Leo card, with that courage card coming out, that strength card, you have that inner strength. There is so much fire. It's like in this reading, it's hot. So yeah, spirit's coming in hot and strong for you tonight. For sure. For sure. Yeah. So yeah, all the fire signs showed up in this reading. Yeah. But it's moving slow, but I don't think that's on their end. I think that's not on their end. So, and everyone has free will. Everyone has free will.
All right.
Thank you for letting me talk. Or spirit.
Thank you.
I mean, so I could clarify a little bit what's been going on in my personal life, just to kind of tie into that. Recently, I've decided that I'm just gonna stay single. Screw men, because every dude I talk to, I feel like is just, in my opinion, a loser. So I guess I just maybe have high expectations. I don't know what it is, or maybe they just really are losers. I don't know. But recently I deleted like all my dating apps, and like all the dudes that are just like want to take me out to dinner. I'm like, no. And I've just been very focused on my business, and I want to start giving tarot readings and stuff too. So I'm trying to expand my business. So I've been really focused on that, and school and work. On top of that, I've recently been really bothered by, and I really don't want to like bring too much politics into this, but just because of what's going on in Texas right now, I've been really, really bothered by, you know, how it's being handled. You know, how FEMA was finally called today, when FEMA should have been called way ago. But, you know, people are just suffering. And I was just driving my car the other day, maybe it was yesterday, because every day I'm always going out and getting stuff for this house. And, you know, so many people don't even know how to use a generator. And so they get these generators to try and stay warm or whatever, and they die just because of carbon monoxide poisoning. And it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart every time I hear like a story about that, because they don't know, they're not aware. And I just feel so terrible, like, of all the people that suffer under these natural disasters. Like, I wish, like, you know, like, of all the things going on in this world, like, I wish we could maybe somehow get like a disclaimer or something out there to educate people more about these things. You know, I'm also disgusted by some of the things I see online on social media, where people are writing like, oh, well, you know, they voted for Trump, they deserved it. And I mean, I don't care who you vote for, nobody deserves that. Even this horrible illness I had, nobody deserves this illness I had. This illness was horrible. I mean, it doesn't matter. Nobody deserves to go through suffering of any sort. So, you know, recently it's been like hitting me in my heart really hard to just try to reach out and touch people and help them any way I can. So I was like, yo, screw it. I'm not putting my time towards my relationship anymore. If it happens, it happens, but I ain't forcing it. And I'm going to focus on myself more and, you know, others that need help.
There you go. Finding the courage.
That's awesome. Awesome.
Thanks for sharing.
Yes.
Yeah, Melissa, this is Jackie. I work in the energy industry, and we do a lot of communications and things. So I will do what I can to reach out to get folks to do the education on generator education. I know I have the company I work for, we have multiple offices around the Northeast, and it was sad. One, you know, a dad couldn't afford his bill. He got a generator, and he put it inside the house.
Yeah.
Never ever put a generator inside a house.
That's how
Ever.
it happens. And that's how it happens.
And he and his, I think he had like 4 or 5 kids, all passed because he just didn't know any better. So so there are a lot of things that we're trying to do to educate the public, just, you know, in general, just about energy and how it works, and safety. Safety is a big deal. Just so you know, I can feel it. I feel that coming from you. I can do a small part, and I can do some outreach on my end to, you know, tell folks, let's do reminders on social media. In the bill inserts, there's always some sort of a safety message in there. I know for our company, we even put like a scratch and sniff. This is what gas smells like.
Mhm.
Right, and things like that. But I don't feel that there's the vibe I'm getting is that you're feeling like people are so shitty, and it's really getting to you. They're still good people. They're not all bad. I
Oh
think.
no, absolutely not. I know there are so good people out there. It's just a lot of the stuff I've been seeing is just like disgusting. And
It is disgusting.
and it's like, you know, you got to feel bad for these people. Like, what if it was like your family? And like about the generator thing, like it just makes me wonder. I mean, I never bought a generator. I can't afford a generator, but like you go to Lowe's and buy it. Like, do they like tell you anything like when you're checking out or anything like that? Like when you go to a pharmacy and I go to a pharmacy and get my prescription, and like, oh, you know, this drug can, you know, mess with your birth control. Like they have to tell you that.
Right.
Like if you go to Lowe's buy a generator, like, you know, is there a disclaimer saying that they have to let you know, like, you know, you could die from carbon monoxide if you put this in your house? Like I feel like there should be some kind of law or something.
Well, there's
on the packaging.
it does.
It does.
People don't read though. That's the problem.
Well, and you can't legislate that, but unfortunately, but I feel your pain. I understand what you're saying. My mother is down there in Texas, so we were really concerned about her for quite a while.
Yeah.
It was scary. Okay. Thank you for sharing. And you and I need to reconnect. I've given you some time because you're moving. So you're moved. I can see you in your new place.
Yeah. I'm still unpacking and stuff.
The
but
cat's out of the bag.
Right. Literally, because I saw the cat too. So
he's actually sick right now. Everybody's
oh,
going through it. Like now it's his turn. So now he's just
oh, kitty.
but
All right. Thank you. All right. I'm going to take a break here from the reading, but I want you all to, I want to get some feeling about, do we see the method to my madness? Do we see where we're intuitively, especially that last one was really good because, you know, Elizabeth brought out, yeah, each of those cards had a set like standard meaning, but in the context, A, and B, by what Spirit was saying to her. It is so much more important, guys, to just remain connected and open to hearing than it is knowing what all of the cards mean, like getting that memorized. I honestly did not have all the card, you know, definitions or meanings memorized. Months. I was on YouTube. I was literally on YouTube. And I would be on live sometime. I don't know if anybody in here was on my tubes when I first went all the way back then. This is really OG stuff here. I would be on the tubes and I would be reading for somebody live and literally be like, just hang on, and I would grab the book. I kept the Thelema book. Yes, this book right there, the Thelema book right there by my laptop. I don't care. So I'm not necessarily advocating that. I was like, I mean, to do it live, I mean, most of us would be extremely embarrassed to do that. I just was like, whatever. I was just happy to be on YouTube. So I just didn't care. I'm here. And you knew I was a brand new Reedy when you came here. So, but that's also when I just honestly started, once I kind of had a generalized gist of it, I started just playing with my cards and just looking at the artwork. That's why it's so very important to find a deck that you kind of can connect with, artwork wise. I am not one for the decks have to be gifted to you or anything like that, okay? I'm not real big on that. I've bought just about every deck that I own.
Mhm.
It is what it is. But really connecting with the artwork, because each artist has a different interpretation that they bring out in their artwork. And sometimes the detail, I'll be doing readings and I'll see a detail in that card that then clicks something and a whole nother message comes out. So it's much more important to be connected and listening than it is anything else. Okay? It's all about reading in context. It's 5:55. I feel like I'm losing you guys, so I need you guys to talk to me because you guys, I swear to, not even so much y'all have been quiet, but I'm feeling a disconnected energy tonight. So that's why I'm kind of slow playing this.
I'm sorry.
Overwhelming.
I have cramps.
No.
That's the problem.
And I'm just
sorry to
listening because
hear
I'm still
that.
learning. I'm the new booty when it comes to the astrology cards. So, I mean, well, tarot. So I'm still just like listening. So don't feel this disconnect. So I'm just
Same here.
absorbing. Yeah, like a sponge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. But I thought that Elizabeth did I felt like
Oh,
I was
absolutely.
YouTube
Hands down.
video,
I agree
like-
with you, Miss Shelley.
that was really good, Elizabeth. Really good.
Yeah, girl. I was like, yeah, she know the cards. I'm just gonna listen because you know what? I don't even know. I never did a tarot reading. I just shuffle my cards around and be like, oh, okay, that's a good card. Yeah. Let me read the book.
Y'all gonna stop playing with me.
Look,
I'm serious.
so listen, my background is this. I only started in July.
Wow.
That's it. It's just, it's honestly a tool. You just
Yeah.
have to practice and listen. That's it. And what I do is every morning I just pull a card, and I like reading. So, and I like learning. So I just have my little tarot books, you know, and I just read the definition. I'm like, okay, that's cool. It's a cool interpretation. And I just look at it throughout the day, and I just look at the little details, and like, you know, Lisa just explained, and the next day I pull another card. But it's really all about the feeling and the spirit you get from it, you know. That's it. But I just started in July. That is honest to God's truth. That's it. Yeah, I've not been doing it that long.
In my defense, Lisa, I'm a rising Gemini, so you know what that means. I mean, you have a Gemini now, so you know.
I have two Geminis.
Oh,
My son is a
goodness.
Gemini, and my granddaughter, my eldest granddaughter, they are both Geminis. They are both June Geminis.
Okay.
He's third decan, so he's real cuspy, so he can get in his little moody Cancerian ways where I'm like, stop acting like a Cancer man. I can't stand it. And then I tell him like, ugh. And then she's second decan, right? Wait, no, she's first decan Gemini. She's June 2nd. That's right on that. Yeah, we didn't even talk about the decans. Anyway, so she's closer to a true Gemini. It's not nice. Ain't not nice. Not nice. But anyway, she's extremely intuitive and extremely smart. So yes, I know about dealing with them during Gemini. Whew. So I just happened to just say, let me pull a few cards for myself. I typically don't pull cards for myself. I'll be honest with you. That's bad. Please follow Elizabeth's lead and pull at least one card for yourself a day. Please follow her guidance.
I love the honesty.
Anyone
Oh,
else?
absolutely.
Anyone else in this room that pulls them for themselves, follow that, please, because it will help you learn them a lot faster. However, occasionally I pull for myself. I'm getting better at it. I would put too much of my energy in, like, I couldn't divorce it. So I'm interested in seeing what y'all think about this. Unless y'all want me to do my own reading and spill my own tea. But
She's just from my own tea.
I'm interested to see, again, energy coming towards us, towards me, energy I'm in right now that I'm bringing to the table, what could potentially be an obstacle, how to overcome that obstacle, and outcome and or advice. Anybody want to take a stab? Or you want me to pull some clarifications before we do that?
Do you mind
repeat
saying what the cards are?
Oh, no problem. The star card is coming towards me. The Page of Cups, what I'm bringing to the table. Page of Wands is energy that could potentially be an obstacle for me. Temperance is the energy that's going to help me out or help me overcome it. And outcome or advice is the Four of Wands. That's interesting.
I know what Secret says about the Four of Wands.
1111.
Uh-huh.
Usually says like wedding and that kind of thing, but I don't know if that's your situation.
She usually says wedding or that kind of thing, as she does. I'm going to take a picture of this and send it to her, by the way, so she can give me garbage about it. Okay, so clarifying the star, I have the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. That's a very interesting combination. So energy coming towards me. Star was the first card I pulled, then the Five of Pentacles, then the Knight of Pentacles. Anybody want to take a stab at that?
Success and money is coming your way. You're a superstar. That's what I'm getting.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
thank you. And the hush came over the room, so evidently we're all in agreement with that.
I mean, looking at the star,
And so are
you
we.
see like you're glowing and like, and you know, just because you can't now you retired from your job and you're on your mission of 100 light workers, 100 days. It's just, you're glowing.
Yeah, her manifestation is coming into process. Everything that she manifested and puts into the universe is being answered.
And if you look at the pictures in the Five of Pentacles, she's kneeling, and if she looks up at the star, she sees the Star of Hope, which is you know what I'm saying? So you can look at it that way as well.
Mm-hmm.
So she prayed for that. It's just coming in slower. It's just coming in slowly, but it came in. It's coming in.
Yeah.
Whew, I ain't got one of my church fans in here. Y'all
I always like to see the Knight of Pentacles too as like a long time coming. So like,
Yeah.
it was a long time coming.
And the way he's basking with the horse, like his head's down, like you're safe. It's like, okay, I did this.
Yeah, very stable, secure. You know, it's your roots are grounded. It's foundation. You built that foundation. Yeah.
You gonna make me cry. Let me stop.
I got the chills. Tracy, stop crying, girl. This
You know I'm
back to top of the
emotional.
hat.
You know I'm emotional. I can't help it. I can't. It's
Let
like,
it
oh
go.
my God, that's the bomb.
It's child cry all the time. All right. Energy I'm bringing to the table. Page of Cups, Ace of Wands, and Eight of Pentacles.
See, there go that money again.
Yeah, so I mean, there's passion, creativity, and just a lot of I mean, a work, a lot of drive, a lot of motivation.
A
And
lot of love
it's
for
like
it.
finally following your passion. You're following your passion.
Maybe you got somebody coming into your life.
Yeah, I kept on thinking engagement.
You're in your life.
Oh, sorry.
See, now some people is getting to the tea. I was wondering if y'all was gonna get to the
Sorry.
tea.
I'm thinking
No, y'all
engagement,
fine.
but
You're fine. You're fine. Okay, here we go. Page, you see I'm glossing right past that one too. Page one,
Yeah.
we're gonna
Don't
clarify
run,
the
Miss
page.
Lisa. Don't run. Quit running. Grab it. Claim it.
because that's gonna sorry, that's gonna catch up at the end.
Yeah.
Page of wands. Now this is energy, okay, that is potentially an obstacle or has been historically an obstacle. Oh, that's interesting. Page of wands, 9 of swords, and the magician. Energy that could potentially be an obstacle to me. Page of wands, 9 of swords, and the magician. What y'all think about that?
I'm confused about the magician.
Huh?
I'm confused about the magician because usually that's a good thing.
Uh-huh.
Can I
Go ahead.
I don't even know why I'm saying anything. I think that the magician could be too many things up in the air. Like, you know, isn't that the one where you're trying to circle too many?
That's an interesting interpretation.
I see the same thing. Like, you know, you just got to be careful that you're not like taking on too much of a workload on your mission all at once, because you're going to tire yourself out and maybe burn yourself out in your passion. So, the page of wands. I mean, even though it could signify good news, I feel it could also signify like a good ideas as well. And it is a great idea, but you got to take care of it.
That makes sense.
But isn't the energy of the magician quintessential, the esoteric, what is that called?
Metaphysics.
You know, you have earth, fire, wind, but then you have
the alchemist.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
So is someone stressed over their own power? Like, can they handle it all? Like the spiritual, all of it. Do they have all the help that they need to handle it all? Do they need more helpers?
And my feeling is like,
y'all is spilling all my teas. Okay, keep going, because y'all is hitting.
and like, to me, that would be like, it's like a facade, because everything else is going to balance on you, going to take care of it. Don't be, you got all what you need, going back in there, put a little spell up in there, a little magic, and it's going to be all right. Go on and do your magic. Yeah. You could, even though you're taking on a lot, I think with the magician, it's like, okay, I'm going to do some magic because I got this. I mean, that's just the energy I picked up on it. Even though it might feel like it's a lot, you could do it though. But just take time for yourself and self-heal at the same time. Maybe it's what a reminder.
You're kind of right. So you're reading this in the context of with temperance here, because we're going to move to temperance. Is what's going to help me overcome.
Yay!
But this right here, if I could just say what just hit me like a flipping ton of bricks, all these bright ideas and being able to bring them and make them manifest, all these bright ideas are like the multitude of them deep down inside and everything that's going on, it can and sometimes does cause me anxiety, and it has been causing me some anxiety and sleepless nights over this past week, even though I've only been gone for 1 week. That, oh my gosh, will I actually be able to manifest all of this?
You will.
Yeah.
But I'm just being honest. Like, y'all know I am completely 100%. I will put it out there. Right? So just so you know that we're the same. Like, I get those concerns sometimes too. So this is the energy that I have to watch out for that could be an obstacle. What's going to help me overcome here is temperance, right? Kind of what we've been talking about here. Let's bring out Knight of Wands and Queen of Cups. Now y'all go ahead on with that there.
Mhm.
This is what's going to help me to overcome this feeling of anxiety and the need to get it all done. And can I get it all done? Here we go.
Ah, so
So
you
it
have
goes back
to.
to you gotta
Balance.
handle
You
it.
gotta, yeah, you gotta create some balance.
Self time for yourself. Stay focused with that. And continue to spend time with your family too, because that's gonna keep you grounded. Because they're your stability.
Yeah, you have to find a way to, because as you have cancer in your birth chart. I think you mentioned that a while ago when we did the natal charts, and that Queen of Cups pops up. So you have a mature way of controlling those emotions through meditation or whatever it is that do. At the same time, you can combine that Knight of Wands passion energy. So that's where that Temperance card comes in, is you have to have that patience, allow that patience of combining both energies. You just have to allow that time. And that's going to take time. That's the problem, to overcome that obstacle.
Well,
If
it's
that
going to
makes
take
sense.
time. The problem is not associating that it needs to be done immediately, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Not stressing over that.
I mean, that balance.
Yes.
Have patience and just.
Yes. And I completely agree with Tracy, like spending the time with the family.
Yeah.
And I had spilled my other teas, like, finding some time. The interesting thing is right before I got on here, the person that is quickly entering into my world here was like, well, I'm just kind of wondering, when are you going to have free time? And if I could be transparent, typically what I would say was, I get it when I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, move around. Don't you see what I'm trying to do over here? But instead, I took that step back and was like, you know what? It's important to me to find that time. I need to find that time to just be me.
Yes. Self-love.
Right?
Focus on
So
yourself.
Balance.
Right. So I said, this just happened to be a bad weekend, and you just happened to last weekend come to knocking on my door talking about, I was in the neighborhood when you live 45 minutes away. So better go on with that. But anyway, the point being is that you just got here and da-da-da-da. So all that's fine. It's fine, well and good, but this all fits together. All right. Now here we go. God dang it. I'm seriously going to take a picture of this and send this to Miss Secret as soon as we get done, and she's going to laugh. 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
Shut the front door.
What
And
is
the
it?
Hermit.
What is it?
He's a Virgo.
Oh, I like him.
Class is dismissed. I'm over. I'm done.
He ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna tell you right now, he ain't going nowhere, Miss Lisa. So get ready.
Miss Lisa, I have a different interpretation.
Thank you. Save me, please.
Me too.
Okay. So that's the Page of Cups in the second row, right? The present energy.
Yes.
Okay. So Page of Cups represents Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Correct? So that could be you. That could be yourself, working hard on yourself, loving yourself, giving yourself love, emotional fulfillment.
Yeah.
So what if the 4 of Wands is really a portal and an option of doorways? What if that 6 of Wands is victory? You have an option. Do you choose yourself, the Page of Cups, the new energy of yourself and self-love? Or do you choose the Hermit and the Virgo and that doorway that will lead towards you giving all of yourself towards other things and not giving your time to yourself?
Woo!
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I
she
don't
just
know
threw
because
cold water on that one there. Sorry, Mr.
But
Virgo.
see, my thing is though, it's
I'm
everything
just
vibration, and everything is like a reflection. So when you're balanced, God sends you what, without even knowing, God can send you what you need at the same time. So I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, but you have that Hermit, so you got to look inside. You got to do that Hermit mode and look inside and see what you want. But I'm just giving you an option.
Well, and the hermit mode is also, see, honestly, where I thought you were gonna go with that, like I was tracking all of it. Where I thought you were gonna go was taking this time internally, right? Focusing within and maturing this to go through this
Mm-hmm.
portal towards victory through this uh, deep study, like, because the hermit also represents kind of the scholarly,
Oh yeah.
studious, right? Like occultic study person.
Yeah, but you have that Queen of
But go ahead.
Cups. So I'm thinking your emotions as well may rise up to a higher level of maturity as well
Mm-hmm.
with
Those are
that
vibration.
hermit energy too. You see what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
on that bottom row, there's a lot of, you've got the Magician, the Queen of Cups, you've got the Hermit. Yeah, it's a lot of deep energy right there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I say once you get grounded, the universe sends you what you need. It's like a domino effect, because like once you get balanced and you are able to handle, that's why you have us. You're going to be able to do all this stuff. I mean, come on, let's just be honest.
Exactly.
For real. You know?
Exactly. Exactly.
Y'all get off my line.
I have a different interpretation.
You pulled them cards.
We didn't do anything.
didn't
We are
pull it.
nowhere near you.
You let us in. Come on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I have a different
You let us in. We have
interpretation.
no control. We have no control.
Yeah, I did this one to myself, didn't I? That was
Mhm.
not smart. Okay.
You warned yourself.
I thank you for that thought. I am literally going to take a picture of this, and I'm going to keep this, and I'm going to send it to Secret to see what Secret says. She going to fall out.
Is that Jennifer? Is her name Jennifer? Is that the one on Secret Tarot? Or is that somebody different?
I don't know who Jennifer is.
Okay, never mind. Because I think on one of your YouTubes you had her like on there live, and I listened to her and I love her so much when she does a tarot. It's like, oh my gosh, she be on point.
Oh well, Secret doesn't tell her name.
Maybe she's talking about D.
She might be Consciousness Evolution Journey.
Yeah. Maybe. But she be on point. But I know who Secret Tarot is too. But that one lady that you had on there.
Yeah.
I think it was
Yeah,
D.
she's
That was
on
D.
point. Oh my God. I was like, when she does readings and I listen to her, I'm like, oh my Jesus. Are you talking to me? This is only a collective?
Yeah.
Like, wow.
That's right.
Hey,
These
Lisa.
cool stuff. Yeah.
I have a different interpretation.
Okay.
A little different there. What I see is the Four of Wands. For me, I see it as like a finish line. And with the Six of Wands, you being successful, and the Hermit, you just kind of learning how, going in hands with temperance, learning how to balance your light. So that way you're not like burning your light out. So, and four signifies stability. So you're learning how to balance out this new lifestyle.
Yeah.
So you can,
I like that.
and so you can welcome other things.
Yeah.
I like that.
I do too.
And isn't the hermit a teacher, right? Isn't the hermit right? So she balances everything out and becomes the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Which she really is.
Yeah. But like the ultimate teacher.
Right. Okay.
The hermit.
Yeah. Yeah, some of y'all just don't know how hard I'm about to work you. Anyway,
oh boy.
It's all
right.
good.
That's why I put my head
though.
down like, ugh.
It's all good. Okay, we have had a good time tonight. That's introduction into reading. What your assignments will be then this week, and then I think we're going to at least do one more with this and just get ready, because next week, and if y'all are ready to, I'm all about throwing you into the deep end. Then we'll have people meet over on Blue Jeans where we can do the breakout sessions and be able to read for each other. Okay. But this week, whatever decks you have, I want you to play with them this week. I want you to pull a card for yourself, one card every day.
Oh, is that?
Okay, one card every day, or a spread if you're a little bit more, you know, if you're already a little bit more accomplished in it.
Lisa, I got a house. Like, oh, never mind. I'm kidding.
Huh?
I was just gonna say I got a house to put together. But I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna take the one card because you know I'm a new booty, so I'm gonna listen to the one card. So I'm Tracy doing one card, Empress doing one card.
So pull the card before you look in your book,
Okay.
before you look at your cheat sheets, before you look at anything. I want you to look at the card, and I want you to just see what it is speaking to you. The artwork, right? All of that. I want you to see what it's speaking to you. Then you can look in the book for further clarifications. But then I want you to pay attention during the day and see, because I'm telling you what's going to happen. Watch that energy play out during the day. And journal it. I want you to write it down, please. And thank you, because this will help you.
It
Okay?
works.
This will help you in the long run. I'm telling you, it really will. All right?
Lisa, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, you know, in the beginning when you were talking about shuffling, so I've only ever let the cards fall out for me, and they do. I don't have to sit and shuffle for days or anything.
Yeah.
I've never. Is that okay?
Of course.
Like, yeah, because I've never really did it by picking or, you know, telling me when to stop or anything.
Listen, however they come, they come.
Okay. Okay, good.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll share with you, just as we were shuffling when we were all practicing, out flew a Knight of Wands for me, a Fool, and the Lovers.
Oh my.
Okay.
Wow.
So I think that was good.
I think that's
Very
good too.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
sure.
that.
But anyway, okay, good enough.
Okay. All right. So that's your assignment this week. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Well, I
If you
love
have
all
any-
my star seeds. I'll talk to everybody soon and look forward to seeing what your one card is because I can handle the one card.
one card a day. One
Oh,
card
a day. A day.
Yeah, it's day. Every
Per
day.
You know
day.
what? I wrote that down too, but okay.
Uh-huh. Per day.
I already feel right now, Tracy, that you're going to do the one card and you're going to be like, oh, I know what that is. And then it's going to become a 3 to 5 card spread.
Okay. I'll
That's
Okay.
what's going to happen.
And if
Okay.
it does, it does. That's
Mhm.
cool. A 3
Okay.
card spread, past, present, future. Real easy.
Okay.
Okay?
I'll take it.
I'll try that too.
Okay.
All right. Okay, guys. My food just got here.
Oh, yum.
I'm going to go on and eat. And those of us that are going to get up in the morning, I'll see y'all in the morning for the second day of the Be the Light retreat. Okay, guys?
Good
All right,
night.
everybody. Enjoy your. Don't
Bye.
forget to
Good
take
night,
that
everybody.
Good night.
picture.
Oh, I won't
right,
take
love-
this picture. Otherwise, child, bless.
Take
Okay.
that picture.
I'll see y'all.
Love, light, and
Love
peace.
everybody.
Bye.
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 Bye.